Hello, this is Toto Wolff. I'm sure you weren't expecting a message from a competitor on the F1 grid. I'm reaching out regarding an opportunity. Several F2 teams are eager to debut in F1, and partnering with your team could be the ideal pathway. Additionally, the team would serve as a junior team to Mercedes, aiming to nurture talent capable of competing with Red Bull. I can provide details regarding funding and sponsorships to solidify this proposal. Please let me know if you are interested in this opportunity by the end of the summer break before we head to the Netherlands.
Alright, so what a way to start the episode here. Before coming into Austria, we get a voicemail from Toto Wolff about that opportunity, and we'll definitely think about it. I am definitely looking through all the mods on Overtake for Season 2 as we make some gains here throughout the season. Last time out, we did score our first points with Logan Sargent, sitting in P15. And we're sitting in P9 with our sole point. And like I said before in the last episode, we're going to go ahead and simulate through Austria, the sprint race weekend. And then we're going to do the live commentary and play through Silverstone. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out, and then we'll see you guys for the results here for Austria.
And now with the race done, we can see Logan Sargent there.
At the end of that, it's a 15th place finish.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
It almost feels like it doesn't need saying after a 7th win, but another stunning performance today.
Alright, yeah, so yet another Max Verstappen win.
Well, there were mountains to overcome here in Austria, but those three managed to climb to the top.
And our drivers actually did pretty good. They 13th and 16th in the sprint. And Logan got 15th, so we'll have to see where Schumacher ended up.
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong
I think
performance.
I set the colors a little bit too bright after trying to fix them.
Positives there, though.
And that's it for this weekend here in Austria.
For the next round, we're heading back to the heart of the UK. Get ready for a race to remember in Silverstone, the cradle of Formula
We'll
1.
have parts for Silverstone, I believe. And we also spent, we had the 1.2 mil. Before we went into the weekend, we spent $1 million on suspension research for next season. Since we are pretty much running on fumes for money, we're just gonna hope for the best. 19th and 15th, okay. I think one of them hit their targets, I don't know. We weren't on the top 10 for pit stops. 2.7, 2.6, 2.4 was the pit stop time. Yeah, Sargent made his target, but Schumacher didn't. There's Toto Wolff there. I might take a screenshot of that and use that for graphics later on, but we'll see. Alright, we got a chassis ready, side pod ready for Silverstone. Alright, so end of practice 3. Both of our guys retired. Mick Schumacher retired in practice 1, and then again in practice 3 for his components. And Logan Sargent retired in practice 3 with the old parts. 94, 94, 69. And then we had Schumacher at 63, so most likely just revert that setup back and go with that. And Schumacher could be doing better, but we'll do what we can.
We're moving on now to the all-important qualifying session.
There are 3 periods of qualifying ahead of the drivers now. Remember, only the fastest 10 will make it through to Q3 for a shot at pole position.
As far as Carlos Sainz is concerned, Karun, how do you think he's doing?
They set a great lap in practice, so you can only imagine how good they're feeling going into qualifying. But the big question is, will they be able to keep this performance up?
Good point, Karun. Let's get on with qualifying.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and go through this stuff and then get out there for qualifying.
That's green light.
Alright, we're gonna put Sargent out first and then Schumacher.
Warm up your tires.
Schumacher may be getting a good tow from this yellow flag. And that's a spin. Sargent.
Went too quick. So annoying.
Here's the replay. Let's follow the drivers then through turn 16.
Alright, that's not gonna help us out. A
The
lockup.
brakes couldn't cope, and hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
We'll also double check tire wear. 65. Yeah. Alright, see if Sargent improves. Mick Schumacher did. Alright, P8. See where Schumacher ends up.
And try to cool down the tires where you can. It's slightly coming up.
With that floor damage, we'll see how far
Yeah.
off pace he is. No, he's actually on par, so we're doing good. Especially with that floor damage. Alright, yeah, both of our guys make it into Q2. Alright. Sargent coming around. .126.
Copy.
And Schumacher 4 tenths off the pace. Alright. See where he ends up. Want to get us both into Q2 or Q3. No improvement. Two tenths off the pace for Stroll. Should be his in lap, I don't know. Unless I'm wrong. Could have swore that this was. Unless I. Oh no. Did I not set a single lap? Yeah.
Okay, red flag, so we're coming into the pit lane, please.
Alright. Sargent out. Mick Schumacher out. 11th and 12th. That's alright. We can do that. George Russell. Alright, let's get to it.
52 laps around Silverstone await our drivers as the anticipation continues to build.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history, from Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain.
Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived. Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action.
Alright. Time to get it for Silverstone. Let's
Here's
go.
a determined Sainz lining up on the grid.
Second row of the grid lining up third. That's a really strong chance of good points. or
Feeling really
maybe
good
the
about
podium
this. I'm
here.
hoping we can get some more points.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Hold on tight.
All right, let's go.
It's the British Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Here we go.
Watch those curves.
Copy. Keep the pressure on.
Copy.
Boy.
Overtake available.
Russell. Sergeant Russell fighting. Nice. Yeah, he's gonna have the momentum there. Nope, never mind. Okay, alright. Good overtake. It's a good start so far. Want to push against Stroll
Good job.
and get us both in the points. We'll make for a possible thumbnail, we'll see. That's why I always go through the replays, that way we have plenty of choices for a thumbnail. Tires here. Ferris going long game. Probably doing an alternate one stop. We did drop 4 laps of fuel because we've been going positive on our fuel lately. So. From neutral with Schumacher, we'll keep pushing with Sargent. Make that move on the inside. Alright.
DRS enabled.
So we'll push you,
Okay, mate, that's P11
keep you
currently.
neutral.
So front, you've got Stroll.
Ah! I'm at 100%.
Keep the head down. Behind you is Yuki.
Okay, so let's look after these tyres.
Alright, so I don't know. We'll have to look. There was an update recently from the time of recording this, and it looks like that the tire strategy does not work anymore. So we'll have to play it by ear. Because our tires are not having fun.
I don't know where my pace is, man. I'm really struggling.
Just head down. Box, box.
Yeah, copy box, box.
Just manage your tires, please.
Alright, Sergeant's coming in. Hope for 2.8 or less.
Track will be clear.
Alright, that's a good run.
So currently P11.
And tyre phase updated if you can.
It's okay, but I stopped hearing it front a bit more.
Okay.
Alright, I think the 4 laps of fuel
Okay, mate, let's keep this lifting.
a little bit
closed
too much, so we're gonna conserve and hope for the best. Because we're still on the lead
up.
lap.
Let's keep looking after these tyres.
Schumacher is. Sergeant's in the top 8. We're gonna come in first. We're gonna have Schumacher come in. Oh, they're both coming in. Okay. So they're both coming in for softs. Double stop. They have enough space between each other.
Okay, box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Copy for box. Pit entry.
So we don't have any issues with Sergeant.
Okay, recharge on.
entry.
Alright, here we go. Alright, no issues there. Good launch. Schumacher's coming in. 2.6 is good. We'll look at that after this.
Currently in P10.
No issues there. 2.8.
Behind you is UK.
Alright.
14 laps to go. 14 laps.
We are not in the top 10. 2.5 is the time.
We'll work on tires.
2.63 from Logan.
P14.
So that was good, decent. I guess you can count it as a double stop for the team.
Hulkenberg behind.
But we have some other pit stops to wait for to see where we end up. Now, Schumacher's
14
one lap down.
laps to go.
Sargent's in 10th behind Alonso. But we still have some pit stops to go through. And here we are on the final lap. Schumacher fighting Alonso, P13, Sargent clear of Sonoda by plenty for P9. We have plenty of fuel.
Okay, mate, no more lift and coast needed.
Understood.
The fight right now to worry about is
One more lap.
Copy.
Schumacher against Alonso.
Let's do what we need to stay ahead. Overtake available. Come on, mate, let's keep on it. Hulkenberg behind.
And Sainz crosses the line first.
That's gonna be a finish.
He's taken the win.
And Sargent will be taking
Currently we're
P9.
P14. Well done.
Now on to the next one. Thank you again.
All right.
Normal switch off procedures on the way in.
We see Mick Schumacher now after a challenging race.
A 14th place finish today, no points and lots to think about.
And Carlos Sainz heading up to the podium now, the Spaniard adding another to his record.
And that's win number 1 of the season, and it's sure to provide them with a real confidence boost.
Well, we might be in Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition.
All right. Some hair glitching, like always.
Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And here in Silverstone, the weekend now draws to a close.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
I don't know how I feel about that. But we'll see. All right. Logan Sargent P9 for 2 points. It's 3 points on the year for him. Schumacher still in the backfield. So we're solidifying our spot in P9. Closing in on Haas, who is at 6 points. We're nowhere close for the pit stop. 2.679 from Sargent. And a 2.630. Still puts us outside. Both meet their targets. So we get up towards 700k. And we got our suspension. And yeah, we are in debt. So we will have to worry about that later on. So we are going to be falling behind on the parts, as you guys can see. And suspension Regulation vote, sponsor changes, DRS limit, gearbox limit, engine limit from 4 to 3. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here and I'll show you guys my engine 4 to 3. I want to keep that. I'm gonna vote against. 2025 season. Dropping the engine limit down to 3. I'm gonna vote against that. We'll see if that comes through. And then does it say if that result comes through? It comes through next week. So we'll jump forward to that. Yes, I know we are in debt. Just Hawkins to retire. What? Wasn't she a reserve driver? Or academy driver? Yeah, she was. Looks like a reserve driver. 52. Yeah. Eh. Their loss. True race result. Oliver Behrman. I want to get to that voting call. Regulation vote. Suspension, low stock, I know. Alright. Rating up to 81. Not much of an increase. Alright, regulation vote. Here we are. We voted for, so unfortunate. So the engine has dropped down to 3. Which will be unfortunate for us if we have any ongoing issues. Everybody's unhappy, most likely because we're in debt. Even though they're pretty neutral. Everybody's neutral, nobody's demoralized, so we're doing something good. And yeah, so we will see you guys in the next episode where we go through, we'll simulate Hungary, and then we will race Spa. Alright, so once again, we'll see you guys in the next episode.